Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening to True Hauntings. Yes. I'm going to be doing something a little different on this channel from now on. I am going to be, I don't know, just trying a few different things, see what I like better, see what works out for me. Um, I honestly don't at the moment feel like being in front of the camera. So no more uh reaction videos from me, on camera. Um just gonna work on a couple of projects. Gonna try a few different things and see what I like best. Because there are maybe like three types of projects that I want to work on. And there is one project I really want to work on, but it's going to take a lot of time and planning to do. So we'll see. This is something that I have been like wanting to do for a year. Like I've had it in my head for a year. It's something I've been wanting to plan and do for a year. It just I just have to figure out a way of how to do it and how to get it started, and so I can put it on here for everyone to see. Um, but for now, I'm gonna be trying something different. So sit back, enjoy, and listen to some spooky, creepy, scary stories, and watch some creepy videos. And yeah, okay, okay. Anyway, I have found 4 clips from TikTok that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Um, so there is, they're actually unexplained. I've myself experienced something in this first clip that I'm gonna show you guys. In this first clip, this woman is home alone and experiences something no one would expect. I mean, if you're home alone and there's nobody else around, you wouldn't expect what she experienced. You wouldn't expect this to happen to you, what she had experienced. But I've experienced um something similar to this. Actually, probably about 7 years ago, a friend of mine from up in Indiana, she sent me a video of her house. She had moved into a new. We used to be, we used to live together when I lived up in Indiana. About how old is Riley? 18 years ago. 18 years ago, we were roommates. We actually lived in a house together. We worked together, but about 7 years ago, she had moved into a new house. She bought a house. She moved into it, and she actually had told me that her kids were experiencing things in the house, and I wanted to make a video um asking them questions and going around her house and filming and everything, and she said that I could. But I'm from Tennessee. I live down here in Tennessee, and she's about 9 hours away up north in northern Indiana, near the state line of Michigan and Indiana. That's where she lives. So it was very difficult for me to go up there at the time. And I think she said that they've moved out of the house, but yeah, when they moved into the house, they her kids were experiencing things. A friend of hers had experienced things when she had some friends over at the house, and she told me that if I wanted to, I could talk to her kids and hear their stories. And she ended up actually sending me a video of her daughter in her room. Uh, her daughter was laying in her bed, and her door was just kind of slowly swinging open and closed. And her daughter took out her phone and started filming it. And I might actually share. I have that video. I might actually go ahead and share that video with you right now. But she told me that there was nobody else around when that was happening. So there's that. Um, when Riley and I went to the Bel Air house, we also experienced something similar where um we stayed the night at the haunted Bel Air. It was like one of the most haunted houses in America. But we stayed the night there, and the next morning I woke up before Riley and was just, walking around and everything. And I went upstairs to set the camera up in the doll room and set up the REM pod, and then I started to hear something creaking, and I didn't know where it was coming from. At first, I thought it was coming from the attic room. I thought it was like footsteps or something, but then I finally found out that it was the room at the end of the hallway. The night before, when Riley and I went into that room, I felt like I we heard noises up in that room. It was above the seance room. We heard noises in that room. We ran upstairs and we went to go check it out. And I had a feeling that I had left something behind downstairs. So we ended up leaving that room. And so the next morning, when I'm setting up the camera in the doll room in the REM pod, I started hearing creaking noises, and I thought it was footsteps until I went into the hallway and I saw that it was coming from that bedroom. And I started to see the door just very slightly, slowly swaying open and close, like it was trying to open. And so Riley comes upstairs with me. We're watching the door, and you can you can't hardly see. I didn't want to get too close, but you could barely see the door trying to open. And then it opens a little bit further, and then it just sounded like it latched shut. Went to go see if it had closed all the way. It didn't close all the way, but um, it, you know, it kept doing it. Then Riley went downstairs, and I decided to open the door myself. And he comes up the stairs and catches me, and he got mad at me about that. So we go into that bedroom, and I'm trying to test to see if, like, I'm looking at the windows to see if any windows were open. All windows were closed. There were thick curtains covering the windows, so no air could be blowing the door open and closed. There was no air vents around. I sit on the bed and I'm kind of just swinging my arm around it, trying to see if any air at all would make it slightly move, and nothing. So I decided to set up my camera and to see if I could capture it closing. Nothing happened, so apparently I let the ghost out of the room. But this first video we're gonna watch is a bit similar to those experiences. And I mean, just, you think that you're home alone, and you start catching your door opening and closing. I don't know. Just let's just watch the clip.
What is happening right now? First the door was moving, then I heard like talking, and then I keep seeing shadows. And for anyone telling me that I should go out there, yeah, why don't you go out there, please? Oh, it just opened and shut right in front of me. Oh man, I wish I would have. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! I'm freaking out.
Hold on. Did you guys hear that? If you go back when the door slams and she begins to say holy shit, under her voice you can hear an EVP. I know that is something ghostly because I have made a video a couple of years ago where Riley and I had went to a haunted hotel, and Riley would go to talk and there's a voice that sounds similar that speaks over Riley's. And also in my very first exploring video ever, I caught an EVP sounding similar. But if you can listen closely, you can hear something that is not her own voice. It's really hard to make out what it says, but it says something.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Man, I wish we could figure out what it's saying. If anybody has any ideas on what they think they hear it saying, please let me know, okay? Because I really want to find out what it says. But yeah, so the ghost goes and starts swaying the door back and forth, and then it just slams the door shut, letting itself right in the room with her. Or maybe it was trying to get out, but it couldn't open the door all the way to get out. Who knows?
Oh man, I wish I would have. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! I'm freaking out. And before anyone comes at me, it's freaking the middle of October in Pennsylvania. It's freezing out, so I have no windows open. I have one fan that circulates throughout the whole room, and that door has never done that. Like, it's moved on its own, but never just like slammed shut like that. I can't believe I just caught that on camera. What the actual fuck? Like, I can't believe I just caught that. And of course I'm alone. Yay me. Fun times.
In this next clip, here are some friends just hanging out, and the guy filming sees someone in the house. Thinking someone broke in, they go to investigate, but they just vanished. This one, unless they're amazing actors, they're they seem like they're actually scared. Their expressions and stuff seem legit. So it's kind of hard to tell if this one is real or not. But here's the clip, and let me know what your thoughts are. If you think it's real or if it's fake. I don't know. I just don't know about this one, to be honest. Usually I can, feel what could be real and what could be fake, but for this one, I honestly do not know. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this next clip.
Fim da festa aí, pessoal. Comprei a câmera nova. Vamos colocar um vídeo no YouTube aí, ó. Ai, que vergonha, não faz isso. A Josi capotada já, com sono. E aí, Thiago, a câmera que eu comprei nova aí. Vermelhinha e tal. Vocês nem esperaram pra festa aí, né, mano? Meu Deus do céu, que porra é essa, velho? Mano, eu vi uma coisa aqui, Thiago. Tem uma coisa que passou aqui, velho.
Ih, velho.
Tô falando sério, cara. Tô falando sério. Vem aqui comigo, cara.
Tem nada aqui não.
Eu vi uma coisa assim, cara.
Tá louco, mano?
Maluco, maluco. Eu vou voltar a câmera.
Now they are speaking in a different language, so I cannot translate because I don't know what language they are speaking. But that they're what's the word I'm trying to find? I don't know what the word is, but their expressions, their excitement over it, their fear over it, it seems real to me, and I honestly don't know about this one. So just go ahead and let me know what you guys think about this one. Imagine being a child. You're laying in bed about to go to sleep, and you see the rocking chair in your room rock back and forth. But you're too afraid to move and run out. And then your dad comes in and rescues the day. In this next video, there's this little girl is just laying in bed, and then her rocking chair starts to rock back and forth. Typical Hollywood kind of movie, right? Typical scary story, right? But I mean, this little girl is just staring at the rocking chair, and you can see that she's scared. And I guess the dad saw the video, and then he comes, rushing in and grabbing her, and he actually seems scared too. So this one I do believe is real. So let's take a look and watch, and let's see if we can look around the rocking chair and see if anybody is making it move, or see if anybody can be pulling a string to make it rock. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Hey, come here. It's okay, baby. It's okay. All right, come. Come down.
Look, even I would be scared. If I'm laying in my bed late at night and everything's turned off, even I would be scared if I saw a rocking chair move. But then again, also, I get excited over things that happen. I mean, she's a child too, so just imagine being a kid and seeing that, at night in the dark in your room when you're alone. The fear that was just, I don't know, but that ghost needs to be punished for scaring that little girl. And she was scared. You can see that she was scared. But also the dad running in there to take her out of the room, I think also added on to that fear, because she wasn't making any noise or anything. She wasn't crying or nothing until the dad started coming in. But I mean, my niece, I gotta get my niece on here to talk about her experiences. But my niece has seen ghosts since she was a baby, and she is 27 years old now, and I don't know if she has experienced anything in a while, but the stories that we could tell you guys of everything that she's experienced, man, boy, would you love it. Now, in this clip, a woman is asleep on the couch. Her dog begins to bark, and she sees something that she cannot explain, and we have no idea what it is because it doesn't show anything. The dog is barking at something, and then the woman sees something that terrifies her. What did she see? I don't know. I don't know about this one. I mean, the dog could be barking at a cat. Maybe if there's a window, he might have seen something out the window. I don't know. This one is weird because we just don't know what they saw. I wish we did. I wish there was another angle of the camera that we could see. But yeah, okay, let's watch it. I mean, this woman is terrified. So terrified that she falls off the couch and her sliding door actually opens because of how much she moved the couch. I want to know what she saw. I want to know what her dog saw. I mean, this. I want to say that this is 100% real. Maybe she was halfway awake and then she looked at her dog and thought her dog was something else. I don't know. I wish we really knew, but I don't think we will ever find out. Oh. Alright, everyone, that's going to be it for this short video. Don't forget who could be watching you from the other side. Just because your house could be a new house does not mean that it's not haunted. Remember that anything can be haunted. Whether it's an object that you buy from a yard sale, a thrift store, an antique shop, the land itself that your house is built on can be haunted. Um, Spirits could attach themselves to you. So just be careful. And don't fuck around with ghosts. Alright, guys. Hope you all have a great day, and let me know your thoughts. Alright, let me know your thoughts on each one of these clips. Which ones you think are real, which ones you think are fake, and what you think you could explain about any of them. Alright, bye guys.